everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So back in my craft room today, and I wanted to continue working on my neutral toned background snippet roll. We've been creating some ephemera using the backgrounds that we created in a previous video, and I still have a few bits and pieces here that I need to decorate. So I haven't been rushing these, and I'm really loving the process, and I'm loving that I'm not putting pressure on myself to get these done. I'm really loving the way they're turning out. So I wanted to continue with those. I might work on maybe 2 of these tags, I'm thinking. So my first papers that I want to use today from JunkWithSteph. As you know, I'm on JunkWithSteph's design team, and I wanted to give a huge thank you to Steph for allowing me to showcase her beautiful digitals. I've been having so much fun with them. So I have one of the kits here, the Iris kit, and I've printed some onto tracing paper. Now just ignore this ink down here, that's from my printer, not from the actual papers from JunkWithSteph, and I love the fact that they're transparent on this tracing paper. So I'm wanting to use, I really love that. I think I'm going to try and tear this out. I'm going to use these as my focal points for these tags, I'm thinking. I hope you're all fabulous. I am excited to be crafting again this year. I'm having so much fun playing with these backgrounds and all of these beautiful papers from Steph. All of them available in her Etsy store, the JunkWithSteph Etsy store. And if you check my description below this video, in each of my videos you will find links to Etsy shops and YouTube channels and the like of people that I talk about or share kits from, get ideas from, become inspired by, all of those things. You will find those links in the description below my videos. So whenever I work on Steph's kits from her JunkWithSteph Etsy store, I always be sure to have her links in the description below to make it easier for you to find her. And you could be having as much fun as I am. So keeping this really subtle, just going to ink around this. I haven't gone right up close to the image, partly because there was a little postmark that I started to tear out, and I was like, I really love that. Okay, so there's that, and then I've also got, what do I want to use? I think for these couple I'm going to stick to the subtleness of the tracing paper. So, move that aside. I have here some butterflies that I've printed on tracing paper from the Vibrant Butterflies kit from JunkWithSteph. And I'm just going to see, I'm kind of steering towards this green butterfly, and I might see if I can fussy cut this. I went to start this video and I remembered that I wanted to fussy cut these things and I hadn't done it, so just bear with me while I do it. The odd couple of pieces on camera because I really wanted to use these today. So smooth in my scissors when I'm fussy cutting on tracing paper. And I'm kind of thinking that my next video, I wanted to have a play with some mixed media. And I did share that I have got my mixed media room to a usable state. There's been a couple of ideas that I've had, a couple of things that I want to do or want to use. Oops, I'm slipping with the scissors. I keep telling you I cannot do crafting and chatting at the same time. There's a couple of things that I want to try, or something in particular that's calling out to me, but I need to have a play. I'm not going to throw that out just yet. I might pop it in my scraps. I want to do some prep beforehand. I need to do some prep beforehand, so that's going to require some time in my mixed media room. And I need to do that, so I am thinking about videoing. I don't know how successful it will be. I feel like I have 2 pieces of paper here. Have I been? No, it's just a little bit thick. I guess after playing with the tracing paper, that's upside down. Okay, that's not working for me. What am I doing? I need, oh, I would like a straight edge. So yes, I'm thinking about videoing. I know once I get started in that room with what I want to do, it'll be a rabbit hole that I fall into and I won't know when to stop. So I like that, but okay. So I have one of my little boxes here with my tea bags in it. These are my iron tea bags. I also have another one with tea bags that haven't been ironed. I thought that might be really fun. As a background, because it's nice and sheer. So yes, I feel like it's a rabbit hole I'll be falling into when I go out and start doing what I want to do in my mixed media room, or my wet area basically. I'm just trying to add some layers to this without too much bulk basically. Don't know that that music paper is working for me. There's something about the tone that's not, I feel like it's too white. Okay, I have this packaging paper here. I'm just going to tear off a piece of that. Oh, there goes my tea bag. Yes, I've got the fan on again today. Oh, isn't that some fun texture? Oh, and I wanted a straight edge there if I can. It's not so easy to tear. I haven't really played with this before, so I'm going to cut. Okay, do I want the tea bag underneath? I think I will just see what it looks like. Okay, got little pieces of paper flying across my desk here. Oops, now my tea bag. Okay, I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have put my fan on. Just wanted that little bit of airflow. So my flower is moving now. Okay, I like that. So I'm adding glue to this. Oops. And I am going to, oh, golly gosh. Jelly pin. I think I'm going to have to get my new one out. So just a little bit around the outside of this to help hold it in place. And hoping it will peel off my glue book. Good. And I'm just really burnishing the edges down with the back of my thumb as best I can. And doing the same with the butterfly. I think I'm going to try it without adding the art glitter glue. And if the little butterfly comes off, I can add art glitter glue later. I'd like to see if the glue stick will hold it in place. I don't get the same wrinkling that I get when I use the art glitter glue, so we'll try this and see how it goes. So a really good burnish. So pretty. Okay, and thinking just some little scrappy fabrics. And my fabrics are a long way away because I've got other things on my desk. Okay. trying to get the pieces off my fingers again. I should be doing things like that before I start gluing. think this is the factory edge of the fabric. Actually, no, I won't pull that apart. I think I will. What do I want to layer it with? Trying to frame my edge. I'm taking more from the top that I planned, but that's okay. Okay, I like that. Oops. Do I want that there? I don't know that I do. Actually, I'm thinking maybe oops. It's too dark for this tag. Okay. Oh, I know. Do I have any little pieces of that in here? Maybe that could work. This is a little piece of sari silk that I cut in my last video of my big roll. Thinking the pink can kind of, whoops. I should have learned that in the last last video. It tall vertically instead of horizontally. Don't want that quite so big. Just going to see if I can trim it reasonably straight. Okay. Going to see if I can pop a couple of stitches through this on the sewing machine. Which I'll just do off camera, I won't be a moment. Okay, I did curl my fabric up at the end there. I think I'm just going to take that last stitch out. That's better. I'm okay with that. And a little bit of glue. I think I have it the other way around. I think I prefer it that way. and there'll be stitching all the way around. I'm just wondering if I want this little piece. Can I tear this? Not now. I'm just like, please tear. Oh, snapped it off, never mind. Oh, look at that, it actually works really well being tapered like that. Okay, so I'm going to pop that, oops, there. I might pop it up that way, I think. That way the frayed edge hangs out over the side. Okay, so from about there. Really loving my fabrics at the moment, my textiles. Okay, and what I'm thinking, oh, I might leave that off. Because the flower is pink and it's a pinky purple, I would say, with the green leaves. Got the pink down with the fabric, so now I'm aiming for, I cannot get this off my fingers. Now I'm aiming for the green just to tie it all in. If I can detach myself from the stray threads. Yep. Just going to take that tip off. There we go. And I'm going to sew around the outside now. Do I want a label or something? So I have the frames, labels and more kit here. Too big. don't mind that. Just looking to see what else I have in here. Oops. I like that, but it's just not the right tone. It's kind of got sewing around it and it's got an orangey red tone, whereas I've got more pinks on this one, so I will try a green label. No, I still prefer that one. That kind of brings more of the green in, doesn't it? I'm going to go with that one. I feel like it ties in the butterfly as well with those, the black frame it has. Kind of grounds it a little bit, I suppose. Okay. So I can put my lid back on my glue. I thought I was going to need that. Okay, and our first tag, love that. I love the addition of these little extra pieces onto our background. It just gives it a little bit more depth, but it still keeps those neutral tones in check. So fun. Okay, so this one, I'm thinking one of these irises. I think that's too big. Oh, that's kind of fun, isn't it? Okay, let's go with that one. I don't think I want to tackle tearing it while it's on this large piece, so this is from the Fussy Flowers, JunkWithSteph Fussy Flowers kit, and I've just printed it onto tracing paper. Okay, how does that look? Love it. So I can come across on the bottom. And I'm not going to ink this one because I have that gorgeous background. I think I don't want to highlight the edges. I just, oops. I kind of want the edges to disappear a little bit. And again, I'm just using the glue stick on this one. I'm not going to use the art glitter glue as well, and we'll see how it goes. I've got a funny feeling I've used just the glue stick before and it was fine, but I got a little bit nervous when I was crafting the other day and I couldn't remember for sure, so I did use both. Okay. My stem is hanging over a little bit, so I'm just going to trim that off. That was my fault, I didn't pop it up quite high enough, but that's okay. And I just want to trim that edge. And a little ink there and a little ink there. Okay. Now what to add to that? It's very pretty. I'm just playing really. Just trimming this off a little bit to try and eliminate that curl. And then I'm just fraying that edge. That's better. Okay, and in my ephemera folder here at the back, I have some bits and pieces that I have fussy cut from or punched out of the Urban Angel kit that I worked with previously. So I've got some little butterflies here, if I can get them out, my tweezers. I had some papers on matte photo paper that there was still a substantial amount of print, and I really didn't want to throw it out, but it was kind of misshapen, so I took my tiny little butterfly punch and I punched out a heap of these little butterflies, and I really love them. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Oops. And I would like a topper. For this one, I'm thinking my calico topper. Don't know if you can hear in camera, but it's just starting to rain. We were expecting rain today. So lovely to hear. I love the sound of rain. I'm not particularly fussed on storms, but when it's just that really lovely rainfall. Okay. And I'm just going to glue this on just to hold it in place until I sew around. Helps to make it center. Not too bad. It's very subtle, that tag. I love it. Okay, so popping that on my machine to sew around. Okay, this is big enough to be a belly band or a page flip. So what do I want to do on there? So I have my papers from the Iris kit from JunkWithSteph. Oh, isn't that pretty? Okay, can I Okay, so I'm tearing the white edges off. So I'm just going to ink down this side. Okay, so I was thinking about wrapping that, but I don't think I want to. So I'm just going to tear off. There happens to be a line roughly where I want to tear, so I'm going to use that. Well, isn't that delightful? Okay, so I think I'm going to pop that whole piece down. Glued the wrong side. Okay. So I have this masking paper that I haven't used yet. I'm just wondering if that might work for me better. Such a fun colour pop. Oops. Okay, so yes, 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 yes. Okay. And then that piece in there. Just some extra ink. Okay. So I have these fussy flowers here, and I'm thinking maybe kind of, but not quite. I think that could work. I think I'm going to go with that. So just inking up the edges as best I can. Okay, and I'm wondering if I think I like that across the bottom. Okay, so I'm sorry I was so quiet today. I don't know, I wasn't very chatty. Just wanted to play. So I really love those. I'm not sure if I'll add anything else to this one. I'm thinking maybe a number. Let me see. I've got some numbers right here from Shabby Dabby Doodah. No. Something like that. Oops. Yes. And so maybe, thinking maybe just a little white cheesecloth underneath just to make that pop. So I need some ink. So I don't know if you can hear, but hubby is home and he has the kettle going. So it's time for me to go and have a cuppa, which is perfect timing. I really love that. Okay, so today we've completed 2 tags, this one here, this one, and then this tall belly band or flip. Oops. So, and then this tall belly band or flip. Really love those. So okay, so thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. I really had lots of fun, and it's so fun seeing all of my ephemera come together. Again, a huge thank you to Steph from JunkWithSteph for allowing me to showcase your beautiful digitals, and to all of you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Please stay safe, stay inspired, and happy crafting. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.